So today on Project Shop, we're going to continue trying to clean off the bench. This is from that last little load of stuff we had when Oliver was here. Had a bunch of random stuff, little lights, LEDs, not much. Unfortunately, not a lot of transformers to recover. We did get some cool little brackets. This is actually extrusion. That's probably not, but being that it's aluminum, we might let it slide. I'm actually gonna keep a bunch of these. I think I already have them somewhere. Maybe this is the box I was keeping, I don't know. But I literally have a whole drum of these outside. We'll just set these to the side until I figure if I put them right here. This is our massive bucket of breakers. And then we just got some more, which as soon as we clear off the table, we have this panel, huge nuggets of copper in there. We're gonna tear down. I was gonna tear into these breakers, right? We Googled them and these are not cheap, man. That there is like $1,000 breaker, used or refurbished, $400 or $500 used as is. Then I have these breakers over here. These breakers are like $4,000 a piece. These are 1200 amperes. I don't know if it'd be worth trying to sell. I know there's places that refurbish them. I'm gonna call a buddy because if I can get a couple, even just a few $100s out of them, it'll be way more than what I'd get out of them processing them. I think this one here might be too old. I think I actually paid 30 bucks for it, which is what the breaker people were actually offering my customer. That's a 1,000 amp breaker. But I'm gonna try to get some contacts for breaker people because I'm getting a ton of these things, man. And if I can get rid of them as like a working unit, I'd rather do that than scrap them or send them to the incinerator, because pretty much everything in that bucket is going to go into the incinerator. I still haven't heard back from that dude, so I've put him on notice twice now saying he needs to hurry up and respond to me. And all I'm asking for is like, hey, you know, I'm having money trouble, you know, I'm still gonna pay anything. But there's been over a month of nothing, no response whatsoever. So I don't know what to think about it. You know, I'd hate for it to be, we're gonna keep these. Hopefully nothing bad happens to dude, but like I need to either, you know, put it back up for sale or get rid of it. Steve and his nuts, his mixed nuts. He's a mixed nut. We'll clean this out and use that for a goodie bucket. I got a bunch of goodies over here. It's a mess right here right now, but we recovered a bunch of good stuff, man. These, a bunch of bearings, some caps, stainless hardware. Yeah, everything's a mess right now. So right now we're just gonna focus on cleaning off the bench, and then we'll go from there. We got this cart, we got bins outside, we got bins up front still. I have this is a huge contactor, 100 amp. That's probably a pretty expensive piece of equipment there. Looks like it's 3-phase. Anyway, we'll set this to the side. I got a whole bunch of these somewhere. Even stuff like this is worth money, man. It's, you know, sometimes it's not worth tearing them apart. What do we got here? Aluminum. Aluminum. Steel. This is our steel bucket over here. And if y'all noticed, I did have a cold for a while. That's probably why I didn't post a video for a minute. Those look like brass butterflies. I wonder if we can get them out of there. We don't want to be sending no brass. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Wow. That's a tight tolerance, man. But that's a nice little nugget of brass. Put it with our brass pile right there. We'll throw that with the cast. I gotta get a bucket. I found a bunch of buckets the other day. We were kind of running short. We don't have, that's an extrusion number 2, ballast, number 2 copper, small batteries. All right, what do we got? Cast. Oh, check these out. So the guy actually told me, we got boxes of them, that a lot of these were good. There was like maybe 3 or 4 of them that were missing lights or something like this happened, right? And then they just went and changed them all, probably because, you know, made in China. But unfortunately, these things are, this doesn't say. It's funny how they got different. That's Westinghouse or General Electric, and it's made in China. Wow. These are 277 480, so we can't even light these up to test them, which is a shame because that looks brand new. So what we'll do with these is probably cut the ends off. I taking these apart. There is a nice little chunk of extrusion in there. It's not worth it, man. I'll cut these with the jaw probably, and then just throw them with the cast or the sheet. It's very tedious. I mean, if you got nothing to do, yeah, possibly take it apart, but we ain't got time for all that. I need my steel bucket a little closer. Alrighty. Oh, we do got a transformer. That thing is cooked. Oh, it's a shelf bracket. Find all kinds of goodness in here. Okay. Alright. Get that out. That's gonna be pretty much trash. That, I believe, is for, is that the same as these? Yep. That's for my shelving unit that I got. I mean, we could always just drill holes and pin it, but okay. I'm gonna start a trash pile. We need a brass. I got tons and tons of that stuff right there, man. We need to get it up on the table here. These, I think you've seen me do these before. I've done hundreds of these, man. Yeah, these are the ones with the little copper thingy. It's like a little heat sink or something, I don't know. It's got that, what I can only assume is dielectric grease all over it. What a freaking mess. Okay. You're good with that. Little number 2 copper. Got a computer board we gotta clean up a little bit. Huh. Shame. Probably won't be getting any more of these because this came from my customer that shut down. It's really sad. They were a lighting maintenance company. Just to show you how big lighting maintenance was down here. They went from $5 million a year, changing bulbs and ballast and doing other electrical work, mainly lighting. You know, they ran mainly bucket trucks, to like 100,000 a year, and pretty much losing money. So they pretty much, there's a big company out of, oh, where are they from? Ohio or something. And they shut it down, unfortunately. South Florida is kind of like on ahead of the game for retrofits, changing to LEDs, you know. That's a heavy piece of cast. Which is really sad, man, because, you know, you're changing. Now you don't even need really an electrician. You can just send some yo-yo up there in a bucket truck or a lift. They rent lifts. And now the maintenance company is basically doing what the electrician used to do. I mean, they're saving themselves money, but they're basically putting someone out of business somewhere. Really sad. Nice piece of cast. This is plastic trash. We got our nice piece of copper there. That's plastic. I'm just gonna throw that right with the number 2. Bam. All right. Now, being that these are basically a driver, I'm gonna throw them with the, I mean, what do you think that board would be worth? That looks like low grade to me, or no grade. I might knock that transformer off of there. Where's my, missing my hatchet, man. Thing was around here somewhere. Depopulate this transformer real quick. Not much there. We'll send that with the driver. Whoop. Send that with the number 2 copper. Definitely, this is like tedious micro scrapping. Okay. Probably should have just sent that the way it was. Let's see what else we got here. I've been saving up some lead. I'm gonna do a big ingot. I'm really curious to see that copper made 10-pound ingots. And I'm curious to see what the lead would bring in my ingot maker. And I got to get back on that. And Jay Walter and Copperman, I still got your ingots, man. I was going to mill them, but I think what I'm going to do is just send them to you. And then when I get back into it, I'll pour other ones and send you a proper ingot. There's actually something, I bought the forklift, which there was something I was going to buy, but I bought that instead. I figured it was more important, you know, got to save the back just a little bit. I got all this stuff out here. Let me get another battery. We can get the scrapping. I'm hoping once I finish dialing in on the forklift, I'm gonna have this freaking battery here. Yeah, that thing is plaguing me. And we got no batteries. Okay, very good. Once I'm done with the forklift and get it where it needs to be, right now the only thing it needs as of this point is the handbrake. Definitely needs, I've been getting a lot of comments about the handbrake. Don't worry, we'll sort that out. It does have regular brakes. Right now it is sitting in a convertible configuration. It's got the drop top going on, but we're gonna, oh hey, look who showed up.
Hi, Derek.
We're gonna, as soon as I clean out the shop here and we get our bench cleared off, I can actually work on that thing and fix the uprights and the issue with the water standing in the cage. And there was water standing somewhere else with the gas tank that we got to deal with. Nice chunk of cast. I got a bin for those. Actually, I think I got a whole 55-gallon drum of that stuff. We're gonna have to start going through. All right, let's just clear everything in front of me. So, man, it's kind of chilly. It's like 60-something degrees. I am in shorts, but I do have big woolly socks on and my work boots. Oh no. It's just funny because I'm originally from New Jersey. I grew up until I was about 19 with the cold, and I wouldn't mind visiting in the winter, but after about a week of that, I'm ready for my South Florida weather. Okay, I think that might be stainless. I got a whole bucket of stainless around here. Slightly magnetic stainless. You know what's funny? The head is more magnetic than the rest of it. That's plastic. Okay, I think we're good on that. I'll just send that just the way it is. Oh, and we have an interesting update on the solar panels. You'll have to wait. Well, I'll do a whole video on them because I was actually kind of shocked of what we found. Sensor arm, 3-inch square aluminum. Is this the same as the other thing? I think that's the same thing. Yep. We got a bunch of them brand new in the box. So we're gonna have to find a spot for these because we're running out of space. What the heck is this? Steve's always coming up with something. All right, so what's that? 3, 4 in a pack. That's 8 of them. Large wall pack. Why does this look brand new? Good or bad? Huh. Interesting. Let's see. 120, 277. Freaking looks good. If it's good, I'm gonna keep it. I mean, it looks brand new to me. Let's see. Time to do some sketchy stuff. Okay. Certified electrician in the house. As you can see, we did our electrical, added some 220. Worked out amazing. Oh, was that it? Oh, that's bright. That's brand new in the box. Okay. Okay. We'll call that a keeper. One day I might have my own house and shop, and I'm gonna have to light that baby up. So, I've got brand new downlighting up there, brand new Other down lighting, I got big old sport lighters. So if I get a yard, we gonna light it up. Light it up like the sun. This looks like this was here maybe. Let's put that back the way it was. Is that all? Oh, got another one. There we go. We gotta protect our investment here, you know? I mean, I might just put this for sale online with some other stuff I got. Okay. Huh. Let's scrape out bad. It is good. Midtown. Alrighty, Midtown. We'll put that with this one here. Here's another one, brand new in the box. One day I'll go through my LED inventory. Okay, let's see what else we got. These. Man, it's a shame. I'm pretty sure 277, 480 only. Dag. Woo! No way. Is that brand new? $827.24. Huh. I might have a transformer to step up to 277. I might want to hold on to these and see. But obviously this was changed out, but why would he wrap it back up? Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna have to see if we can't get a interesting. See, the problem with these is these are probably expensive. And you know, they make them to come apart, but not easy. Like, it's tough getting these little things out. You could almost take this apart and swap the parts with these other ones, but I don't have a 277 power supply. How can we get 277? I got 240 on my thing. And you're allowed, I think there's an allowance of 20% on electrical. Is it 20% or is it 10%? Things will run within 20% or 10%. I was told by a master electrician. Oh, you hear that? Boy, someone's putting it on the rev limiter. Holy smoke. That's what we like to call an RPM mechanic. I worked with a guy that was like that once. He was the mechanic for the fleet where I worked at Concrete Cutting. Boy, he put everything on the rev limiter. Oh, we got hardware. Some little stickies. Okay. My hardware cart is kind of overflowing with goodies here. Oh, these are them stainless bolts I bought 3 bags of these from the scrap yard. We used the heck out of them on the forklift, man. Okay, so we're just going to, if there's no visible signs of damage, we're going to save these for future testing. If there's signs of damage, they gotta go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make room on a shelf. for them. Let's see. Returned. Return. Okay. This was obviously taken down. Okay. So these have a safety screw on them. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Huh, I wonder if the drivers are any good. These look like these drivers right here. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, there it is. Something got crispy. Maybe they saved these because they're good. See, this is why. This is where if we had a known good one like that other one, we could test these. It'd be nice to have a spare set of drivers, but as cheap as this crap is, and as much as this as I come across, we ain't got time for that. I barely got time to save these things, even if they are brand new in the box. I mean, I saved those. I mean, Steve thought he could sell them. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to sell them. We ain't done nothing with them. I've actually used a couple of them to light the shop up, and hopefully now that I got that forklift, we're gonna have a little extra time and energy to do some more of the shop projects. So I'll tell you what, you can't tell, but there's a huge hill out there getting in and out of the shop, and pushing that pallet jack up that hill with like 1,000 pounds of material really wear you out. Now, someone close to me suggested I might get fat now because I'm not going to be working as hard, which might be true because I gained all my weight when I started working for myself, and I stopped working for concrete cutting, and I wasn't out in the field doing heavy saw work anymore. Well, guess we should unscrew them all. Okay, I'm sure this camera's gonna die here soon. I know for a fact that these plastics are super tough, so we're just gonna let that slide. That one was brand new in the box, dude. Works.
Oh, Wolfpack.
Yep.
Still in one piece?
Brand new, yeah.
There's lights in that box here, brand new.
Yeah, I started saving them over here, but the problem is we're gonna have to get a step-up transformer. I might even have one to go up to 277 so we can test them. Yeah, they're not new, they were removed. He told me what happened. He goes, there was like 2 or 3 that were bad.
Yep.
And they replaced them all. So there are some that are good, but like these obviously are no good. This one here got super wet. You got that bad battery.
Yeah.
You also got the bad drill. That drill, brand new out the box, man. I've had nothing but problems with it. That's a heavy piece of cast right there. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting there.
One of them you had? The only 2 wall pipes you had now?
Oh, that's brand new. Got me a nice little wire nut.
What is it?
Oh, here. That can go. This can go. This can go. I think there's some shit over the floor over there. Oh, wow. It's got a switch. High, medium, and low.
What is it?
It's a recessed lighting.
Do you need this?
No. I want this, though. Got myself a nice little clip. Let's see. I don't like that very much. I think this is no, I got 8. Where'd you find them? There was 2. Oh, there's 2 boxes over there.
Okay.
No, we can scrap them. We don't need that many of them. Those are actually extruded. It's a little whip. More hardware. It's amazing how much brand new stuff gets scrapped. Yeah, I mean, who wants a downlight though? Woo! That thing just disappeared. Yeah, they're kind of one-offs, man. Gotta hurry up and get rid of this battery. Steve has an obsession with these little batteries. We'll send it to shred. All right, we're back at it. Just had some dinner. It's chilling off out here. It's actually kind of freezing now. I got a sweatshirt on. So does Steve. Now we're about to do some sketchy stuff. We're going to try to adapt this propane thing to a regulator I had. Okay. I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to attempt it because we got that generator, the little guy. Oh, let's turn on the sun. Let's get the sun going. Ready? Boom. Let there be light. That generator might be sold for $1,000. This generator might be sold for $2,000. But the guy wants to come. He's going to come with a propane tank tomorrow and start them. Now this one had some issues, so Steve's going to mess with it, see if he can't get it running. The other one runs for sure. The guy that I got that from said it was just serviced and it was working great. They just wanted a new one because the frame. So he's going to mess with that. I'm going to hook this trailer to my truck and start loading this thing down and sorting it out so I can put the copper on. I'm going to strip that copper and crack them transformers real quick. But I want to move this generator up over here so he can kind of work on it, see if we can get it sold. I paid $180 for it. If I can sell it for $2,000, that's a hell of a profit. If not, we're going to send it straight to the scrapyard.
at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, this is where we're at. I'm tearing into this ping pong table, and I thought this thing was suspiciously heavy. And as you can see, it's just a thin sheet of aluminum, and it looks like press board or something. There's like a piece of plywood in there, and it's just coated with aluminum. I did manage to pull some nice extruded pieces off around the edge, so that was nice. Now, onto this monster. Okay, here's the deal. I was looking at this thing, and I was in here looking at the control panel. Let me get a light. It's gonna be hard to see. So when we first got this, I noticed a whole bunch of rat dropping. So I told Steve immediately, we're gonna have to look for wires that were chewed. Okay. And then I was in this panel here, and it looks like they might have come up through that hole and chewed a bunch of stuff. But here's the problem right there. I noticed they chewed into the ribbon. So this controls what looks to be a bunch of stuff here, and we're not getting, these are like buttons or something back in here, or something, I don't know. We're definitely not getting something. So there's one,
I pulled up and it looked like cat ladies here.
1, 2, 3 pieces that are damaged. Looks like they had a nice little gnaw fest. Now, I've never repaired this before, and what I'm thinking is it's so thin, we're probably going to take like a piece of wire, like regular stranded wire, and unwind it, and then just try to use one strand. I don't even know if it's possible to patch this, but this is a problem. Let's see if I can get this out of here. This thing is, I don't know if it's going to come out. Probably should use a bear. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. If that's the only thing that's stopping this thing from running, that's crazy, man. And relatively a simple fix. It looks like they got into this one too, and here. So we got a couple fixes we got to do. Has anyone ever repaired that ribbon stuff? Looks like we got a little gnaw here and here.
Go.
And I don't know. Looks like a little piece of poo. That's really, really unfortunate. There's a number on that. I'm trying to see if I can't get this thing out. Get a better idea what's going on. Huh. I don't think, I don't want to break something. What? I can't see back there. Let me see. Oh, maybe the clip pushes up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we can push that open. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little screwdriver and some needle nose, pull that out. And I don't know, we might be able to, what I'm thinking is if I can get in there with like a razor blade and get it open, and then just connect it from here to there with like a single strand of copper wire. We might be able to salvage this, man. I don't know. That's a tough fix, man. It's not like you can just put a wire nut on that and fix it. This here, that's a tough fix too, man. They got into that. It might even be shorting out. If those wires are touching, we probably should disconnect. I mean, we do have power. Not in auto. Let's see. See, we're not getting emergency stop. So 1400 hours. Manual stop and run. See, we should be able to push this and it do like a cycle, but I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're missing something here. I don't know. Oh, it could be nothing. I'm not sure. Maybe those things just go to this button. That's it. I wonder if we can just hotwire that button. It seems like that's probably all that it's doing. It's going to them buttons. That's separate from that. And I don't see how we can pull that card out. Oh. 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 Okay. That's interesting. Huh. So that's just a piece of paper, basically. We want those buttons back there. Those buttons definitely probably have something to do with that right there. And if we can pull, see, I don't know which ones go to which. If I knew which ones go to which, I can probably find the pins and just finesse the pins with an actual button. Let's see. I don't know. Shutdown warning. Yeah, we're not getting our connection. Uh-oh, something happened. Lamp panel test. Huh, that's just to turn the lamps on. Fault acknowledge. Reset. Oh, we did something. See, these buttons should be doing something. We should be able to go to different menus. It should turn it off. I don't know. Okay. Problem is, even if we do fix it, it's going to be a ghetto fix. I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable selling it with that situation going on. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is that something that can be repaired, or probably just call this company and order a new piece? Probably have to buy the whole, might have to buy the whole thing, or probably one of those things where you can't even get parts for it. I mean, this one here, I mean, it's got a little rust down in there, but for the most part, this one's a pretty decent machine, man. It looks nice. It doesn't look too blown out. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to my ping pong table over here. Let Steve deal with that crap. I mean, I'll just scrap it out if the dude doesn't want it, you know. I was really looking forward to pulling all that stainless hardware. And someone suggested in the comments that I use the panel to make a roof for the forklift over here, which would be pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't peel this aluminum off of this stuff relatively easy. If not, I don't know, man, this might just go to the shred. If I can get some vice grips on that and stand on it maybe, I might be able to get it off. Okay, so it's absolutely freezing outside, so I'm gonna move the operation inside. And we're gonna strip wire. I'll deal with that ping pong table another time. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that wood. So we're gonna get this stripped, that way I can go to Miami. And we're just gonna take these loppers and cut some of this bigger stuff here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Whoa. Obviously, we're gonna strip all this wire, but we gotta sort it. Let's heavy this up. There's some more nuggets in there. The bottom felt so heavy. Okay. Whew. Whoa. We'll start with this nugget. You know how we love them nuggets. That's interesting. Well, I guess the chain is finally stretched out to the point where it's causing issues. Yeah, it almost jumped. Okay, let's try this again. Machine's sounding crazy. This is a weird size wire too. If I squeeze any harder, I'm gonna be like cutting, see it's cutting the top. It's almost cutting down into it. That insulation is tough. It's coming right off, but it's not just peeling it right off. But I like it to. I don't know. Maybe it smacked the off button. Okay, so that was pretty much all the big stuff that goes in the, what I call the double roller, the double cutter sides. Anything smaller than that, to me, is always whether or not I have enough time or if I'm in the mood to strip it. Like this red and black stuff will probably strip, but that all goes through where it cuts it on the front side and just squeezes it on the back side. So I'm really picky about how far I go. Probably just gonna pull a little bit more wire out of here. Oh, we got one more nugget. Yeah, I need to check this. We got some nuggets. I got a bag around here of Romex. We're just gonna go sell that off as Romex. It's not really worth stripping. I'll probably strip this gray stuff, some of this black stuff, and then we're gonna wrap this up and call it a night and get this stuff ready to go to Miami. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for the spaghetti wire. Pretty much turned into an absolute mess. We got wire wrapped around that. We got wire wrapped all over that. It was getting wrapped up pretty much everywhere. So this is gonna take a little bit to get out. It's actually not that bad. You just loosen these up, make a couple cuts, it'll come right out of there, but we're done. We're just gonna clean this up. I'm gonna sort the number 1 and the number 2 out of here in the Romex.
Oh, I guess so.
And then we'll take this stuff down to Miami and be done with it. Okay, we made it down here to Miami. It wasn't the biggest load, but we got a nice little nugget of cast, some batteries, iron, aluminum, old sheet. My neighbor gave me all this stuff. So we need to hurry up and get out of here because I'm supposed to go pick something up. Got a huge busy day tomorrow. Probably gonna need both trailers tomorrow. And then we gotta get back over here and get up, back up on that pile over there and get some big old stators and whatnot. Okay, here's the ticket for all that stuff I turned in today. We had 201 pounds of batteries at 20 cents a pound, $40.20. Now I know I keep getting comments saying that AutoZone will take them for $10 a battery. I'm actually gonna look into that because I need parts for my car and my truck. So I actually have a pile of batteries sitting right there, and I have to go through the rest of the batteries I have over here. Some of them are warranted, like I can get that on a warranty deal. But these here, we might just send them back. Anyway, Bear Bright Copper, we stripped 142 pounds first, or we stripped 142 pounds, $3.60 a pound. For $511.20, 63 clean extrusions, 81 pounds, 90 cents a pound. Man, that's coming up. $72.90. Cast aluminum, 851 pounds. Those were them heavy LED lights. 60 cents a pound. 510.60. Irony aluminum, that was some big transformers. I actually got them for free. 15.30. 15 cents a pound for $229.50. I used to process them back in the day. I used to cut the aluminum away, but it's not worth it. You actually lose money unless you're not getting 15 cents a pound, because like 90% of that is steel or something like that. So instead of getting 6 or 8 cents a pound, you're getting 15 cents a pound for that steel. Romex, 42 pounds, another thing I don't process. $2 a pound. I get a decent price for that. $84. Number 2 wire, 30 pounds, 92 cents a pound, $27.60. Number 1 wire, the stuff we didn't strip, 56 pounds, $2.55 a pound, $142.80. And then old sheet, 216, 59 cents a pound, $127.44 for a total of $1,746.24. Now, that's not the biggest ticket ever, but I did have some things to do down in Miami while I was there, or close to Miami. We stopped and picked up some interesting things. Let me see if I got a light. So, we have, let's just start over here. Someone gave me a bunch of 4x4s and a pallet jack, which that's the second pallet jack I've gotten in the last 2 weeks for free. Then I have these jugs back here. This is really interesting stuff. This is a chemical or a fluid that when you're drilling big holes for like telephone poles or whatever, you dump this down the hole, or you put it in the mix, or you do something, and it helps keep the hole from collapsing. I got 4 jugs there. They're like $120 a jug, okay? Then, which of all things I got today, I'm more excited about these old wooden boxes I got. I had a guy, he was throwing this stuff out. And this is full of stainless steel plugs that I can use for something. Oh, you know what? I've been wanting to make my own chess pieces just to learn the lathe. I think I'm gonna make stainless and either brass or copper. I gotta find some solid copper rod or pour it or something. Or a brass rod would be easier to find, I think. But hey, this could be my chess pieces, man. There's enough of them there. So he gave me the wooden box, all the little nuggets in there. That's heavier than it looks. And then I literally just paid like 80 bucks or 75 bucks for 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid. They gave me a whole brand new thing of hydraulic fluid. Never been opened. I looked at it. It's sealed. So, I mean, we don't have any leaks, knock on wood, on the little forklift, but I still have some hydraulic fluid. Now we have more. And then he gave me this wooden box, which was just full of like random stuff, little bits of scrap aluminum, something in here. He was making something. The guy that got this from was a machinist, and I'm really excited about that because he said that he was willing to, like, he's got a CNC milling machine, a Bridgeport, that he might want to come off of, and I'm looking for a CNC machine. So look what he gave me. A whole big giant bag of bolts, brand new. Okay, I mean, this bag is pretty big. Huge bag. Okay, look at that. It's just a monster bag, dude. I couldn't even imagine, like, if you were to buy that at Home Depot, what that would cost. Probably over $100. And then this whole, I mean, I'll use the heck out of these. Okay, whole bag of them, and then a bunch of little things, and then the cool little box, which I'm stoked about. But then I picked up these. bunch of scrap back here, but what you see is boxes and boxes of boxes. Brand new ballast in the box. Now, unfortunately, the smaller ones, the 250s and the 400s, I don't know if I'll be able to sell. But any one now that I get going forward that's 1,000 watt, I got a guy that'll buy them straight out. And then these LEDs, these are LED drivers, brand new in the box. I got a guy that might want to buy them. We also had a guy stop by the shop today and look at some monster breakers I have. I mean, I think the guy offered, I wasn't here, Steve was here. The guy offered 500 bucks, and which is way more than I would get scrapping them, but he wanted 500 for a whole bunch of breakers, and I think just one breaker might be worth like 300 or 400, and I got a lot of them. I got big boys. I got 800s, 1000s, 600s, 400s, 1200s, you know. So I need to do a little bit more research before I let them go. But definitely even the $500 offer would be more than I would get from scrap. So what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to start putting this stuff to the side, keeping it nice out of the weather, because he did say if it gets wet, they can't use it, because God forbid if one of these breakers finds its way into a school and it doesn't trip, it could like cause a fire or something like that, you know, who knows. But there are companies that refurbish them big breakers, because sometimes you just can't get them, so you got to get what you want. Now, they did come, and Steve did sell him the little generator for $1,000. Now, I gave that generator to Steve, even though I paid 90 bucks for it. So he made out pretty good, made $1,000 on it. This one, the guy was going to take it. Steve said he's going to come back, but the dude wasn't feeling well. Here's the deal with this one. Okay, and I found this out today. This generator is natural gas. It's not liquid propane, and it has a different diaphragm, a different orifice tube, and a different pressure that it operates at. So it can be converted to propane. You just got to swap the orifice tube and the thing, I think the guy said. And then in here, we have our ribbons. Steve said he found them online. They're relatively cheap, like literally $2 to replace these ribbons where the mouse got to it. And I think that's literally the only thing wrong with this setup is it's not letting the electronics do its thing, which sucks about electronics, man. The little mouse ruin your shit like that, but it is what it is. Now, interesting. Very interesting. We're gonna have to have a little talk. Anyway, the dude that looked at this said he knows what this stuff is, and that really wasn't a problem, and he said he's gonna come back. I don't know. I don't care either way. I'll scrap it. I'd be okay with pulling these panels, salvaging the stainless, salvaging this battery thing, and splitting the stator. You know, I'll get a little less money, but I don't care either way. If he don't come back tomorrow, probably some other people online. Steve said Steve put it online. He's got a bunch of calls on it. So I don't know. It's a nice looking generator, man. I mean, it's got a good house, and the only thing is the steel base. That's literally the only thing that's wrong with these things, man. And I'm seriously thinking about making a setup to test the liquid propane ones. I'm going to get a big, you know, like a 50-gallon tank, because I was talking to my generator dude, and he told me that the little propane tanks, like the barbecue grill ones, they're just not to give the volume to fire these things up. The guy came with, Steve said the guy came with something and was able to plug into the other generator. They fired it up, they tested it, they ran some stuff, it worked great. They couldn't get this to run, and I told Steve, you know, sometimes it's like talking to a wall. I called him before the guy came and told him that it's not going to start on propane because it's natural gas. So anyway, we'll see. We're either going to scrap it or sell it. I'll let you guys know in the next video. But for now, that's going to be it for this video. If you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I have 2 massive pickups to do tomorrow. We're going to be utilizing both trailers, so I got to empty the truck, the trailer. I'm going to inventory them ballast, see if I can't off them. They're all brand new in the box. Tomorrow we're going to go probably fill this trailer with scrap, probably the back of my truck. We're going to come back here. We're going to grab this trailer, go to the steel yard, empty it, and then fill that thing with scrap. And then we're going to come back here and have a massive weekend scrap marathon. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen the copper dance before?